fate of 1.5, 1.7 billion people in the hands of non-state actors and terrorists. For them to decide at a whim that two nuclear armed powers will go to war.
So this is Bilaval's grand strategy, collaboration between India and Pakistan, between the RAW and the ISI, that too to combat terrorism. We say the idea is DOA, dead on arrival, because it's the same ISI that shelters terror networks, the same ISI that has masterminded attacks on Indian soil. But Bilaval Bhutto Zardari says India should join hands with them. That is a strategic brilliance. It's like watching the arsonist torch a house and then volunteer to help the fire brigade. So here's a message from Mr. Bhutto. India is already tackling terrorism. That is why India bombed 9 terror camps in Pakistan. But what is Islamabad doing? They're handing out money and state funerals to terrorists, which obviously is not fighting terror, it is funding terror. This is a kind of suggestion that might work at a model UN. Sadly for Bilaval, this was the real one. And we know diplomacy is hard, but it's a lot harder when you're trying to copy your neighbor's playbook. India has concrete evidence, Pakistan has excuses. The thing is, you cannot copy-paste credibility. And here's when things went downhill. Bilaval Bhutto Zardari tried to pull the victim card. He said that this was being politicized to demonize Indian Muslims. That's what he said, demonize Indian Muslims. It was a sweeping claim, one designed to elicit global sympathy. Unfortunately for Bilaval, he was immediately fact-checked by a journalist.
You cannot combat terrorism if you're going to use it as a political tool to demonize the Muslims within your own country.
Let me start with a statement you made today, saying that the recent terrorist attack in Kashmir is being used as a political tool to demonize Muslims in India. Sir, I have watched the briefings of both sides. And
then our video, one will subscribe.
Indian military officers who were conducting the briefing on the Indian side.
As far as the operation is concerned, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Bilaval says Indian Muslims are demonized, so the journalist mentions the Indian military briefings. One of the officers leading them was Colonel Sophia Qureshi, again an Indian Muslim officer. And for a moment, Bilaval had no answer. It's like someone suddenly showed him Pakistan's hidden terror camps. This fact check derailed his entire script. So here's some free advice for Islamabad. Before launching an international campaign, come up with some original content. The world has heard the Kashmir rant. They've seen the sympathy tour. They've endured the contradictions. You want respect? Then start with coherence. Start by cleaning up the mess at home. Stop shielding the very actors you claim to oppose and maybe send someone with experience to the United Nations. Because right now, Bilaval is not leading a diplomatic delegation, he is leading a PR disaster.